Okay, now, we all exist within this vast toroidal field, where the geographical north occupies the central point in the middle of the world, and then there are multiple southern parts of the world surrounding in a circular arrangement separated by the tropical gap of the two tropics, Cancer and Capricorn. So between these polar extremity zones of the north and the south lies that transitional tropical gap, marking the shift between the mirrored parts of the world. And this is where the deception of the globe model comes into play. The inner region is perceptible from the northern latitudes, while the outer region becomes observable only from the southern extremities. And this dual observation reflects a parabolic symmetry, where the celestial movements in the southern part of the world mirror those celestial movements in the northern part of the world, just reversed. So each location in the southern part of the world reflects its northern counterpart parabolically, manifesting a dichotomy in stellar observations. Observers in the south witness the stars rotating in the opposite direction compared to those rotations in the north. This inversion is an optical illusion rooted in the different geographical vantage points, yet the celestial bodies still maintain their unified motion around the center vortex. Despite this apparent reversal, the stars rotate continuously along with the planets, the sun and the moon. Their movements are converging toward the north and they are diverging towards the south, embodying the cosmic symmetry of this geocentric system. Now, the celestial dynamics also manifest in the analemma phenomena, a visual representation of the sun's path over the year and the moon's path every month. In the northern part of the world, observers must direct their gaze toward the south part of the world to perceive that analemma, while conversely, in the southern part of the world, observers must look towards the north to observe that mirrored counterpart. And this opposition underscores the dualistic nature of this system, where we have the two simultaneous, diametrically opposed analemmas, each viewed from opposite parts of the world. They are reversed, yet symmetrical. And these opposing perspectives, influenced by the altitude and the vantage points of where you are at on Earth, highlights the mirrored parabolic reflections of the celestial motions, forming a cosmic conical reversal. At the heart of this system, it is representing a dual magnetic system. Both ends of the magnetic field are essentially the same thing, but with different force strengths, driving the reverse directional refraction that is observed across the different parts of the world, whether the north or the south. Therefore, the northern and the southern part of the world reflect each other in perfect symmetry, with their celestial movements forming distinct yet interconnected halves of the same whole world. This symmetry is observed throughout the day and the year, with the sun's path perpetually bound to the analemma along with the moon. The ancient Egyptians knew about this sun, occupying many places simultaneously, but yet can only be perceived from one perceptual location. Northern observers witness the sun's movement in one direction of alignment, while those in the southern part of the world observe the sun's opposite motion as it moves across the sky. This celestial harmony is visible in the sun's trajectory over the flat plane, ensuring that each observer perceives its motion according to their location and their personal meridian line. Even though the sun is traversing a flat plane, our realm's two-dimensional nature transforms these observations into three-dimensional experiences. The sun and the moon and other celestial bodies seem to rise, move across, and then set over each of our observational horizon, our personal arc of horizon, even though they are all bound within the geocentric system. Furthermore, the sun is not a tangible object, but rather it's an optical conical focal point within the energy field. It moves through the ether, emerging at the convergence of the electromagnetic fields, where the electromagnetic capacitance produces this visible effect of sunlight that we see in the sky. Now, this dynamic accounts for the cyclical nature of the simultaneous diametrically opposed analemmas in the north and the south part of the world. And that pyramidal-shaped representation of the analemma reflects the changing electromagnetic field over the course of the year for the sun, and for the moon it's monthly. symbolizing the sun and moon's movement through the geocentric system on that analemma as it goes north and south, back and forth. The analemma itself is a product of these electromagnetic forces, illustrating how the sun and the moon's path reflects the broader interplay of the cosmic geocentric system. Now, this is why within the geocentric model, the 24-hour sun in Antarctica is entirely feasible. The reasons I've outlined provide the framework for this occurrence. Consequently, anyone located in the southern regions of the world will witness the sun's presence continuously throughout the entire day during these certain times of year, specifically during December. This happens because regardless of your exact location in the southern part of the world, the sun will manifest around the bottom portion of the dome firmament, allowing every single person in the south to witness light in some way, shape, or form. The dome's reflective properties causes sunlight to behave in this manner, especially during December, when the sun reaches its lowest point on the analemma. And at this time, the reflective geometry of the dome directs the sunlight in such a way that it creates the effect of a 24-hour sun, mirroring the natural alignment of the geocentric system. So, in conclusion, the mirrored reversed celestial motions and the dual analemmas exemplify the interconnectedness of the geocentric model. Regardless of one's location, the celestial phenomena adhere to a unified symmetrical rotation. This profound symmetry, observed in both the analemma and stellar motions, attests to the geocentric system's inherent order that is grounded in electromagnetic and divine ethereal principles.